Representative Misha Maynor is joining the Republican Party. In case you haven't been following this story, Representative Maynor is from the state of Georgia and represents a district in the heart of Atlanta. Now, this district is primarily Black and brown communities who wanted school choice, supported school choice. And so she thought, yes, this will be something that I will support regardless of my political affiliation. She stepped out and supported a policy that she knew her party would not back. And oh, let me tell you, the torches came out. So much so that the Democrats in Georgia are trying to do everything that they can to primary her, even putting checks up on their website for $1,000 to anyone who would run against her. Representative Maynor believes that all children should have a great education regardless of where they stand and regardless of what party. Everyone should be supporting school choice. In her announcement, she had this to say.
And we've had some wins, but there is a better path, and we can do so much more. That is why today I am announcing that I am joining the Republican Party. And we've had some wins, but there is a better path, and we can do so much more. That is why today I am announcing that I am joining the Republican Party.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today I wanted to bring something motivational, inspirational. I just wanted to bring something to you guys' attention. I'm sure if you don't live in the state of Georgia, you are unfamiliar with who Misha Maynor is, but I wanted to share and present her to you guys. For those of you guys that don't know, Misha Maynor is a member of the Georgia House of Representatives representing District 56. District 56 represents the area in Atlanta that most would call the West Side, which is Bankhead and all this other kind of stuff. People like TIP and other rappers are from that side of things. Outkast. Nah, Outkast is from like College Park, but that's headed in that direction. And there is a plethora of rappers and entertainers that are from that side of town. It is a predominantly Black or African-American area, and she is the state representative for that district. Wow. Not only is she a Republican, but she is a Black woman. Wanted to share her story with you guys. Before we get into the video, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. And without further ado, let's go.
I hate to see this message out there that the white man is the reason why Blacks are doing bad. No, it's the elected leaders that are representing those communities that are not serving those communities. My name is Misha Maynor, and this is my story. I am a single mom of two beautiful girls, Alexis and Chloe. And I am also the state representative for the best district in the entire state of Georgia. I was born and raised in Atlanta in an area that's blighted. Drugs, crime took over. You know, I tell people when I would get off of the school bus, I literally would run home from crackheads. From there, though, my mom moved me to a district where the schools were performing better. And that was my version of school choice. So that kind of really spearheaded just my whole concept of why a child needs resources to get out of, situations that they may be in. I am one of the lucky ones.
She is one of the lucky ones. Her mom had the resources and the ability to move out of that neighborhood. Now, Democrats are very much against school choice all across this country. What we do know is when school choice exists, the students exercise their right to go to whatever school they want to go to. And typically that's the parents spearheading that. Those kids turn out to be successes in school and academically at a higher rate. Now, you may ask, why are Democrats against school choice? This is what they say. It diverts funds away from public schools. It lacks accountability for private schools receiving vouchers. It exacerbates racial and social economic segregation. It undermines support for public education system and raises concerns about separation of church and state. Now, when you look at this from face value, you'll say, okay, I can kind of understand what they're talking about. But when you really dive into the weeds, and I'm going to keep this video going. But when you really dive into the weeds, the real reason that the Democrats are against school choice, the number one reason is the teachers union is extremely powerful, and they have been a major donor to the Democrat Party for years, and they don't want to lose that donor base. The other thing is a lot of people have lost confidence in the Democrat Party when it comes to education. The confidence has fallen to the lowest point in the past 20 years. Public schools are failing students all across the country. We know this. There needs to be a full overhaul and revamp of the public school system, all the way down to the teacher salaries and the way they pay the teachers. That needs to be changed. Public schools in Democrat-led cities are some of the worst school districts in the country. And there is a list of cities that you could rattle off and you could say, yep, these kids are failing all throughout there. The other thing, teachers want more money without being held accountable for results in the classroom. So make that make sense. All the rest of us that work, that have jobs, our raises, our ability to keep our job and our ability to grow within our job is solely based on our productivity and our ability to show ourselves as assets to the organization. They don't want to be held in the same regard. So when you look at that, school choice would mean for public schools and their teachers, they would have to compete for students. And we know they do not want competition. That's the real reason right there. School choice would mean that public schools and their teachers would have to compete for students. And we know they do not want to have to do that. Because when kids are in these schools, the parents that actually give a darn about their kids' education, when they realize that, hey, we can take our whatever our allotted money is and we can go somewhere else, they will do it. They will do it. And what will happen is that means that there will be less funds at these public schools. That means that there's less teachers at these public schools. And it would be a huge thorn in the side of the teachers because it would force them to become and to work towards being the best that they could possibly be. And it would also hold the school systems, or it would force the school systems to hold teachers accountable and force them to be and compete to be the best teachers in whatever school district that they're in, or to compete for the jobs where the students are actually going.
I went to Howard University, graduated with my master's in physical therapy. It is truly one of the best professions. I was a director of outpatient rehabilitation at a hospital. Politics was not a conversation. This was nothing that I was thinking about. Long story short, I was skiing in Utah with my kids, and my mom called me and said the city council person died. And it was a fleeting thought. I'm going to run for office. I figure out how you run for office. I'm actually the very last person to put in my qualifying fee. People would ask me, what's your platform? I did not know what a platform was. I literally did not know anything about politics. And what I told them at each occurrence was, look, I've never been in politics, but I can solve problems. That's what I do as a physical therapist. That's what I do as a mom. I had a successful daycare. If you have a problem and you come to me, I can fix it, or at least try my best. And if I can't fix it, I'll find someone else that can fix it for you. So I did not win that race, did do well, but at that moment, I thought to myself, this is why you ran for city council. It wasn't to win city council, it was to get you right to this point, and you're gonna run for state house. And I was convicted in that from that point forward. And here I am today.
Awesome.
Growing up, everyone in my family, even now, they're Democrats. And so I ran as a Democrat initially when I won my race. I campaigned on educational options for children. I campaigned on putting people over systems and politics. I campaigned on public safety. Now, when I won,
although she was running as a Democrat, even when you look at what she campaigned on, it sounded very conservative. Let's keep going.
This was also in the middle of COVID. And there was a huge defund the police movement. And I was the only Democrat really running on, no, we do not need to defund the police.
Especially on the West Side. Have y'all been there? Don't go there if you're not from there. Just being honest with you.
I was also the only Democrat running on school choice and parent choice. I've only been in office for 3 years, but I am extremely disappointed in what I have seen. My first year in office, I was up there till 4 o'clock in the morning, reading through the legislation to see what I was voting on, not realizing that other people weren't doing that. You know, the very first bill was a special needs scholarship bill, and the Democrats were against the special needs scholarship bill. I don't know why they voted against it. And my charge to them was children with special needs are special. And that was the first time that I voted against the Democrats. I just knew that I was not going to vote for things just because someone told me to, because it was a party decision. I wanted to vote for things that actually impacted people in a positive way.
Uh-oh. This woman here is a free thinker. Democrats don't like free thinkers. You can't be a free thinker in the Democrat Party. They will get rid of you.
And I continued to vote against them many times. Fast forward a few months, the Democrats started coming on my social media again, attacking me about school choice. And I did some self-reflection, and it was like, you know what, Misha, they have the right to be mad at you. These are their positions, and you don't agree with any of their positions. It's like, okay, well, maybe you're not a Democrat. If your position is you don't want to keep communities safe, if your position is it's okay for kids to be in schools where 97% can't read, I don't want to be a part of any group that feels that way. I have switched parties recently. I was a Democrat loyalist. I had no idea that these were ideals that the Democrats didn't believe in.
Absolutely. As for most Black people, if you actually took the time to do the research for what these people stand for, you would have the same epiphany that this young woman just had, but she had it in real life in office.
There are millions of people that are Democrats, registered Democrats, because that's all we know, because that's just what we're supposed to be. I know that no party is perfect. I know that one party does not have all the answers, but I do know that the priorities that Black inner city communities need, the Republicans are fighting for those issues, not the
Thank you, sister. Say it for the people in the back.
Democrats. This has been a challenge for Democrats. This switch has not been a challenge for me. The day that I switched, my phone started ringing. Text messages, emails, constituents saying, I'm still voting for you. I don't care what letter is next to your name, I'm still voting for you. At the end of the day, people need help. And I think that my constituents recognize that I really am just trying to help. Now, online, I've received, some really serious racial attacks. There have been death threats for switching parties, but these are people that are not in my community. These are Democrat loyalists, and they actually have no idea what they're voting for. I really think Black people need to be asking themselves what has happened since the civil rights movement. Black people have not received anything from the Democrat Party since that time.
Black people didn't receive civil rights from the Democrat Party in the first place. So Democrats have never done anything for Black people, to include not giving them the rights. Lyndon B. Johnson signed the paperwork after it was voted in the House and in the Senate at an 80% clip or more by Republicans. The Democrat Party did not en masse, in majority, vote for any civil rights bill. You can go look this up. The crazy thing is that you have a lot of brothers and sisters out there. You have a lot of people out there in general that are Democrats, and they have absolutely no idea as to why. You ask them why, a lot of it is very, very superficial.
I hate to see this message out there that the white man is the reason why blacks are doing bad. Republicans are the reason that blacks are doing bad. No, it's the elected leaders that are representing those communities that are not serving those communities. Politics is all about fear. If you can tell someone something and make them very emotional with their vote or fearful when they're voting, then they have their vote. I hope I'm able to show a group of people the truth. My platform stays the exact same. I am the exact same person. I am still a Christian listening to the Holy Spirit within me. I am still a single mom. Nothing changes except now I'm with a party that supports my community.
Wow. Wow. When I first heard her, when she first said what her platforms were, everything that she said she believed in and what she was standing on, it sounded quite conservative to me. It sounded quite Republican to me. So it's not even a surprise that once she got in here or once she got into office, she had this epiphany like, wait, my values don't align with what their values are. They don't align. Again, you can't be a Christian and a liberal. I'm going to keep saying this. You cannot be a Christian and a liberal. The two ideologies are completely antithetical to each other. You just can't. So anytime I hear someone that says, I am a Christian, I am a believer in God, but they also say, I'm a Democrat, die hard, that lets me know they're fake. They're hypocrites. They have reprobate minds. That's what that tells me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Keep God first in your life, America first, and I'm going to catch up with you all next time.